There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear us now?
You should be. Talk.
Hello. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes, we
Okay.
good. I'm sorry. Let me back this up.
Can you hear us now?
You should be. Yes, because it's on here.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna back this up, y'all. Bear with me just a minute. So I'm gonna show this clip again because that mean they didn't hear the clip.
Okay.
So I want y'all to hear this clip, and this is kind of what we're talking about. With this one is a mother and son. And I sometimes tend to think, well, let me just because this is like another woman with your son. It's like the third wheel. Hold on, let me just play this.
Well, the mom became
Hold
the
on.
third wheel when he got married. Go ahead.
Hold on.
I really have with this union going forward is that I don't want it to come between me and your time. When I say I want to have dinner with you, it doesn't mean me, you, and Tierra. And I don't want it to feel like Tierra has an input in it or any influence in it. You should have to ask her, could you do it? I mean, you should carve that time out. Because that's what I
So if y'all heard that, I hope y'all heard that. I don't know what show this is. You watched the
Yeah, that's Family of Beyonce.
Yeah. And so my thing is, I feel like I always use the word some, so I'm not speaking in general. Mothers do have relationships with their sons that's really it don't make no damn sense.
Unhealthy.
Yeah, it's unhealthy. Thank you. It just don't make no sense because I don't know how this woman can sit up here and tell her grown son that when you get married to your wife, there's things you don't have to tell your wife. See, that's what I heard. That just sounds really sneaky. Like that's you. What's going on with your son? I know this is your son, but I just feel like I think sometimes people don't know when to draw them boundaries. And I'm not even sure she has a man in her life either, her own personal man, because she wouldn't be requiring so much of his time. That's just an observation. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just showing
but I feel like it's some underlying things when she said you don't need her permission. Make sure you put time for. There's some other stuff going on here that we may not be privy to, but it's definitely unhealthy where she feel like her needs come before his wife needs. That's what I heard. Like, is that because that's what I want, not what he want, not like, well, mom want to spend time with you when she want to come along. It seemed like the mom was very selfish in her delivery. So this is what I want from you and I'm demanding it. And that's not normal. That's unhealthy. That's not okay. And something you said is like a third wheel. The mother becomes the third wheel, to be honest, because, him and his wife are a unit. They connected. They a couple. They're when they get married, that's going to be his other half, not his mom. His mom is not his other half. His mom is his mom. Mm-hmm. So they definitely have some type of blurred lines as far as boundaries and expectations of him as the son. And we don't know. He might have been paying his mom rent. We don't know what their relationship was. He might have been the male figure in her life for so long, and now maybe he's full of his mom. Maybe they went out to dinner once a week. Some things are going to change. He has a fiance and soon to be wife. So it's definitely an unhealthy relationship. But when she said that's what I want, it's like, damn, she sounded like she was his side chick and not his mama. So I don't know.
Oh, this is some comments. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, I couldn't make my thing work. I'm sorry, y'all. Comment said, okay. Lord child. Ladies, there you go. I said, I know my vision is going on, but I'm hearing Lord too. Okay, greetings, ladies. Nothing can hear us. Greetings. So yeah, I just think that, and I just feel like we have a lot of issues in our community when it comes to male and female relationships, and I think some of that starts at the root of that right there. Imagine what he could be thinking about women. Watching his mom be bossy, demanding of his time, knowing that he's in a relationship with somebody that he hopefully plan to have children with and make a family with or whatever. Who are you? Like, thank you for doing a good job. Thank you for bringing him into the world. Thank you for protecting him and raising him. But at some point, you gotta let him go out there. Like, you have to let him develop relationships with other women. But see, it was just the look on her face for me, Khadijah.
She acted like she was his woman and not his mother. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, Mariana said, textbook emotional manipulation and narcissism tactics.
yeah,
Yeah.
she
So that was too much for me.
Yeah.
It was her face.
But it didn't just get unhealthy on this show. I'm glad the mom, you know, I mean, the mama, something, it's been unhealthy for a while. And he just sitting there like a lost puppy, like, you know, because I've seen men chuck their mama. So it, you know, like, mom, hold on, back up, or, you know, I've seen that happen too. So I don't know. It's definitely some boundaries, lack of boundaries in that relationship. And I bet you we peel the layers back, you know, no telling what the hell that was about. You got to wean from the tit. Some mamas want their babies on their tit. You ain't never lied forever, Mariana. That is so.
But I just
true.
thought that was so like when I get all of these I watch a lot of just little shorts and a lot of discussions between black males and black females, and just some of this stuff seems like it goes way back to rearing. Like just some of the stuff that they be saying, I'll be like, where'd you hear that at? Like you didn't even live in the world long enough to know that. Or, you know, both sides, by the way, both sides. And we know, particularly in the black community, that we know usually the mom's the person holding the bag. 70% of households, they say in the African American community, are headed by women. So we know that even though our moms do the best that they can, I just wonder, even what that woman thinks. Like, I don't know if I could have sat there and let his mama, and that was my husband, his mother say some crazy stuff like that. I may be like, excuse me, boo-boo. I may be calling her check cell block 3 or whatever. Like, you, that sounds a little sick. That sounds very sick for you to be demanding that of your son. And then she stands there because she, you know, of course she don't want to disrespect his mom, but I was like, his mother's out of pocket. Like way out of pocket, you know? So, and then I feel like, where's his dad? Or where's the male figure in his life to be like, usually men be like, hold on, girl. Like, you know, to his wife or whatever, like, calm it down, take it down a couple of, what are you asking? You know? I don't know. I just think that's such an unhealthy relationship.
That's a lot of, there's a lot of relationships like that, though.
I know.
Where the mom is controlling the whole relationship and she ain't even in it. So yeah, it's definitely very prevalent in some black communities, in some households.
Yeah, most definitely. I just see that. I was just done. I seen that clip and I was like, I got to send this to
Mariana said no man for her tits, so she holding on to her son. Also, too, when you hear men hating their mama and speaking bad in black women, it's because of weird stuff like that.
Most definitely, sis. Most definitely. I'm trying to make this public, but my computer is on crack right now. I don't know what the heck. That was a good one. I had to send that to you, sis.
Yeah, it was very interesting. But it's not uncommon. A lot of stuff people do. And sometimes women get men and become their mama. You know, you start taking care of him like he's your child. And so some men look for women. The mom look like she's very bossy and controlling. And then you hear her say you don't have to ask her. So he probably the same way with his wife. That's why he says she don't have to, what did she say, approve of it or let you know?
She don't have to have no say so.
So he probably got somebody that's like his mother. And they probably butting heads because she probably like, hold up, I'm running this now. And you're not going out, we doing, you know what I mean? So, you know, men sometimes, if they don't hate their mama, tend to mirror their mama and the woman that they pick. So
this is not hating on women, but I do think at some point we have to find a healthy way of talking about those people like that exist in families and community. I look at this woman's face. Where's the camera at? I don't even know if you get. There she go. Just it's just like when you look at her face, there's a lot there, and it felt like he may be having to carry a lot because of her. I don't even think sometimes people understand the burden they put on other people when they have to put up with your bad behavior. Like sometimes I really like people who speak their mind and be like, oh hell no, because nobody gonna push BS on them. But when you sit there and be like, I don't want to hurt the person's feelings, it don't help the person get better. Actually, it helps them to get worse. When you can't tell them the truth, like I think you had bad. I told somebody once that they had bad energy because everybody we walked past, the person talked about them. I was like, damn. Like you have bad energy. You did. I used another word. I didn't say bad energy. I said another word because when I said it, she kind of got offended because she's like a churchgoer. I told her she was mean spirited. That's what I said. She was like, "No, you mean spirited because you just talk about people, and I didn't come here to do that. I'm trying to win some money." But you know what I mean? Like it was just like everybody. Somebody sat next to us. They started the conversation with me. Why she talking? She don't even know it. Girl, we sitting here on the what? So I just feel like there's like, what do we do with people who have energy like that?
Well, you definitely bring it to their attention because some people it just used to be a negative, um, and don't even know their energy is bad because everybody they're around have that same mean spirited energy. Sometimes, and sometimes people think that mean spirited energy is cute and birds of a feather flock together. Sometimes, so you probably never had nobody say, "I don't want to." Like I put it to myself. I made the decision when somebody's continuously bringing up negativity, I excuse myself in the conversation because God damn it, every time I see you, I don't want to talk about the bad things happening all the time. Let's talk about the trees, but something. But I would say you bring it to their attention. That you're, like you said, you're mean spirited, you're very mean spirited, and bring it to their attention, and then stay away from them if they, because people are gonna be who they're gonna be. I would how I deal with it, I'll bring it to their attention. But if it's a continued behavior, I can't be around you because that shit rubs off. And
so I definitely think that's good. But I also know people be fragile. I find people who are like I cuss the motherfucker out. They be the main motherfuckers' feelings be hurt when you point out to them that they're a little rough or that they're mean or they're judgmental or that immediately they get in their feelings. Like, you be like, because sometimes, see, what I find is that when you have people like that, it's like she can't be with another person that's like herself. She has to be with somebody that she fit into like a glove. Like the person ain't gonna point it out to them right away. They gonna consider their feelings and make. How do you tell a man that your son, who's a man, that I want you to spend time with me and you don't have to consult your wife? And what marriage is that acceptable? Isn't there rules to being married? Isn't there guidelines you're supposed to follow? Aren't you supposed to hide nothing from your wife or husband from each other? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Now, considering we watch Real Housewives and whatever, I don't know if these people tell their husband and wives everything that they know. I mean, I don't know. Do you?
No, I don't know because they tape for 7 to 8 hours and they show us 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So we don't know what the hell these people do behind the scenes. Just like this show, this clip came off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They probably was taping for hours upon hour. They take the good stuff out. They get us talking like this. And now I want to go watch that episode to see what the hell the dynamics of the family was. But no, I don't know what people, I don't know what they do, but we just see a short part of people's lives on this. That's why we don't get caught up on the housewives because y'all seeing 45 minutes of 9 hours of tape.
So as a grown woman, I wouldn't get caught. I don't even watch this stuff. I don't watch this stuff. But what I'm saying is I do know women who watch it and emulate it. I do know people who watch it even though they tape it for 7 to 8 hours. People believe that's the life that they live, and that's why it's a reality TV show that's scripted. So it's not really reality. But we live in a society where people follow things and they're not considering that this is a take show. They're not considering this is 7 to 8 hours that they're editing down. People emulate stuff that they see, whether it's healthy or not. And so all I'm saying is I seen that clip and I know a lot of women with sons who struggle when their sons get into relationships with women. And now they have another person that they're relying on, and is not the person who brought them onto the planet and who took care of them for 18, 20 years or whatever. I watch a lot of women struggle with that, and I feel like it's a topic that we need to be having more of so that we can have better relationships between men and women. Because I get tired of hearing brothers say, well, I don't date black women because the black woman I dealt with, which he keep picking the same damn person. He may not even know why he's picking that same woman that's bossy as hell or is whatever. Because I do think people attract what they're used to. And then the same thing for women who say stuff like that. There's a reason why you're attracting the same energy. You're on the third dude and it's the same energy. And you think it's just you, it's them, but it's really you because you're the one that picked them, right? But I just feel like that's like an important conversation, and it's not an easy one to have. Because when I seen that clip, I was like, this is deep. I've had several people tell me, well, I have some friends that are married, that they had to tell their husband, like, your mom is cool, but sometimes she's you have your own family now, you know. My brother gave my nephew a good piece of advice, and I thought it was a great piece. He said, when you get married to your wife, it's you and her. And, sometimes people feel some kind of way about it, but I feel like, yeah, I don't know if they go to marriage counseling. I don't know what people do really, but I feel like it would be nice to see more married couples kind of share their good wisdom with younger couples, because they'll be looking for information from people who may not be healthy themselves, So I don't know. I seen that clip and I was like, this is deep. Women may not say it like that, but she actually said it. Sometimes it's by the way people do stuff. But at least she was honest enough to say it out loud so you can kind of nip that in the bud. But that's just my thought on it. I just thought that was like, damn. I ain't never had no woman to say to another woman, husband, that, she don't have no say so on what you do. I just never seen no one say that out loud like that. So that's what was shocking for me. But I don't know. Any additional thoughts? We move to something else?
Nope.
Yeah. So that's that. Anything else we want to talk about? I know we just jump on
Mary
here.
Young said we also have to face the fact that it ain't just white people who have sexual tendencies and the issues. We learned some sick things from that plantation.
Oh wow. I got you. I got you on that. I'm still trying to pull this thing up so I can make it up. I can't remember this damn thing. I don't know. Okay. Anything else that came up? Well, before we get out of here, how are you feeling about the first over 30 days now? So maybe it's like 40 days of our president.
I feel like all the other presidents, he's doing shit he got to do to keep the country running. That's what I feel. I think because Donald Trump is into social media and we get to see everything that they do behind the scenes all the time. He's just giving us a play-by-play as it happened in real time. But he's doing what presidents do. They always signing bills and doing stuff and having meetings. He's just taking us along for the ride and we get to see it. So yeah, that's what I think. I know you got a strong opinion on it. So
no, I mean,
I
feel pretty good about it. I guess for me, because I'm out in the world having to face people and watching people have attitudes because they know what they think they know. See, my thing is you think you know somebody till they disagree with you. We talk a lot about, oh, we're friends, it's my person, whatever. And instead of the person calling you, I did have two people during the election, that black that I know, took me to the side and shared some stuff with me, and I appreciated that. I really did. But most people kept quiet because they were scared to death. They thought they was going to lose their job or their little influence or whatever. And I took notes of that. I had one black man stood up for me when the Sacramento Democrats, a Latino man who was over came for me, sent a letter out to people saying don't support me. If they do, the Democratic Party won't support them. So when they talk about the Democrats being demonic and evil, I believe all of that because I tasted that firsthand when I ran for office. But I just feel like it's the other beauty of Donald Trump is that he poured out in people who they really were. So we don't have to fake no more. It wasn't even about Donald Trump. It was about the stuff that people condone because we follow people on emotion and not even look at the backdrop that they was robbing us blind. I owe so much in taxes. It ain't even funny. Every year I pay taxes, then I have to pay more taxes. I'm always paying taxes. And I don't get to see the benefit of the taxes. So for me to see where all this money went, I think I was just shocked. So I'm always very interested to see who got funded. Like somebody got a $2 billion grant and they nonprofit's been in existence for 30 days with $100 in the bank. That came out. So my thing is, I don't support criminal behavior, even when it's black folks. So sorry, you don't get a pass from me. It's also interesting to watch all of these black people who hands is in the Democratic pockets sell black people, sell us a bill of emotional goods that not worth nothing. And now they feel bad because now they done got ousted. So it's been like a lot of videos about Roland Martin, Joy, Reed, thank you, Sissy, Al Sharpton, just a whole bunch of them. And I feel like these are conversations that black folks, yes, I remember the movie Wag the Dog. I just feel like now a lot of black folks' eyes are becoming open. And also, as much as we talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion, black people, we don't really do diversity, equity, and inclusion with other black people. Like we're asking for even though we get 3% of that diversity, the DEI, we out here caping like we the 52%, which is the white woman who that really benefited. Again, like affirmative action, right? But I just feel like we can't even have real conversations with each other. We get all emotional about stuff we're not even receiving. When I hear them say they're going to cancel Black history, they shouldn't be teaching Black history at school no way because they're not going to tell the truth. People are going to be in their feelings. Can you imagine somebody teaching you about the history and it makes them look bad? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I don't know. I love the bloggers that I've been listening to. I love the Morning Millionaire. There's these sisters called Pop and Politics. Y'all may consider these people to be Black conservatives. I think these are Black people who are tired of the BS and found another way. I think we call people racist for the wrong reason. That's why I don't stick. When you call people a racist, that's why people it don't even make no sense. Like why are we doing this? And that's the reason why nobody has to talk directly to Black people or even guarantee us anything, because we'll forget the next day, it feels like. So it's nice to see Black people who have a different way of figuring their way out this box. But that's my spiel. I don't even I'm grateful because I feel like there's a lot of people who's been in the shadows and now they're coming out the shadows. Because I think they're tired of like having to compromise as a straight Black woman. People just think they know what I need. And you don't know what I need. You don't know how I feel. So I don't know. Mariana has a comment that said DEI cutbacks are just another way of getting rid of Black folks. Not necessarily, Mariana, because we're only 3% of the DEI. Then the stats then came out. We haven't really benefited from DEI. You know, the stats said like 52% of it was white women, followed by was a white men or something like that, and the Hispanics. Black people, we were 3% at the bottom. See, that's the lie that they told us. And I didn't benefit from for real, I'm not trying to be funny. I worked a lot with Black folks, so I had to constantly fight Black people who thought they knew what was best for me. I think I dealt with more colorism and more classism from Black people because I haven't been up in white people stuff like that. So I don't have those kind of issues. White people have opened a lot of doors for me if I had to be all the way honest.
Very honest, I don't even teach DEI, and I've had several contracts that canceled, just like what happened when COVID hit. We just got to stick together and run it back to Tulsa tactics with better security and protection this time. A lot of my finding came from the DEI. Maybe she needs funding. A lot of my finding came from the DEI finding, though.
Yeah, mine didn't. I can be honest about that. So I've been working in a school. I also worked for a Black woman for 25 years who basically built the clinic. So that's what I'm saying. And we have to be okay when Black people be like, I ain't with DEI. We can't try to convince them that they are. Because there's some people who made their way. And I feel like that's that diversity, equity, and inclusion. Let's make sure we do that with each other.
Mariana said, I don't even have DEI on my menu of services, but they are cutting back on Black contractors.
Yeah, well, sometimes when you're going for liberation, I feel like also this is to me, it's a magical time to be alive. If you are a do for self person, if you're a person that makes a way out of no way, you're going to be okay.
And Mary, what the type of work that you do, all of these Black business owners and people that have all this major funding should be contracting you. You shouldn't even have to rely on the DEI hire for you to get the services. We know our children need the knowledge that you have.
Yep.
We know that's lacking in our community, but there's enough nonprofits and organizations here and people that got for-profit businesses that your pocket should never run dry or have to rely on that kind of funding. Or if they cut your contract, it should be your brother or a sister sitting in the wing waiting to scoop you on up and let you press on with your knowledge. So yeah, that's unfortunate. That's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
that is.
And to be honest, I'm surprised you have certain contracts because nobody wants people to be woke. And I'm not talking about the woke Kamala was talking about. I'm saying nobody really wants to teach, wants your children to really learn about their true selves or have. When I watch a lot of your stuff, Marianne, I'm not well versed in what you do, but I know you do a lot of uplifting and knowledge of self and love on yourself. They don't want these kids to really love on themselves because then a lot of them would be unemployed in the jobs that they have, and the whole world would be shook up. If every black boy and black girl felt good about who they were and where they came from, they shake shit up immediately. So that's another reason why some of them contracts are ended, because they don't want you to reach out to people you're reaching.
That's so true, Khadijah. You summed it up very well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I was gonna also say too, what I learned is that there is an elite group of black folks. We have gatekeepers here. And I hate to say this. When I see black men in leadership, my stomach starts hurting. Because they usually, when you help a man, you help a man. But when women are in leadership, we tend to pull more. Let's just be honest. We tend to share a little bit more. And so even in our town, we have a lot of black men in so-called leadership. It don't mean nothing for black people. See, I'm done with symbolism. I'm done with representation matters.
Oh, yeah.
That don't matter for me. I don't believe that anymore. I don't believe that anymore. When I see when I have to go negotiate a contract and they present a black person, my stomach starts hurting, particularly black men. They like to downplay what I do. I've had white women, I've had white men, and of course some sisters really look out for me and be like, oh, you're the person who gave me my biggest contract. Like when I really got it to contract was a white man, and I underbid myself. And he waited till everybody left and pulled me to the side and said, don't do that. You're worth, and that was like the biggest contract I had gotten, like before. I got bigger since then, but I was like, wow, here I am when I'm with black. They were like, well, they're like, no, what you do is very valuable. So for me, I don't have the white supremacy stuff like that. That don't mean nothing to me. When people talk like that, I'll be like, you kind of lose me because that hasn't been my reality. I've been fighting elite, class, IR educated Negroes my whole life who felt like I wasn't worth anything because I didn't travel the roads that they traveled. I didn't talk like they talked. Like I'm done with that. Like I'm so done with that. I'm always going to be fighting for black girls. I'm always going to look out for black women. And I feel like when you lift them two up, you lift everybody up.
Mariana says, a lot of black folks getting funded for City of Sac. Do not hire me. I'm good with it though. You know about politics.
Yeah.
She says, yep, the elite black folks. I got many skills. I don't wait for folks, LOL.
Right.
And then she says, yep, same here. It's been more white folks that value my work than my own people.
Yep.
LOL. And that's ridiculous.
But you know what I'm saying? So that's
that's
the crazy part. And so like I'm gonna tell you, I've seen so many scared Negroes. That's why I didn't go to a lot of stuff this February. I didn't really want to look at black folks talk about how great we are on Black History Month. I didn't want to do that shit. Y'all was scared to death. Y'all couldn't even stand up to somebody like this woman's the pillar in our community. People was too scared to do that. So it's like, no, I don't want to go to Black History and sit up and talk about the black community. What black community? We ain't got no black community. What are y'all talking about? Let's stop lying. We ain't had a black community since like probably 88. Like that's keep it all the way above.
That part.
So it's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that no more. I'm done with that. I'm serious. Y'all been a believer out of me. I'm like, I got you. I'm just focused on my work. But I don't want to. I did one thing for Sharon Chandler because she's always been so supportive. But people call me, no, leave me alone. I see. My thing is the other part for me is that I've seen what happened to the people that came before me, Callie Corney, the people who came before me. I could just put some lists down and how we let them just kind of dry up. How we don't take care of our warriors who've been on the battlefield. We do not take care of Big Mama and them. We leave them out there pissing in the wind, and then we'll talk about what the establishment isn't doing. Hell, you don't do it as a people. You don't take care of your elders. You don't take care of the people who kick the doors down. I went to Callie Corney's funeral, and I didn't see no black activists there.
Not a one was there.
I didn't see that. I think a lot of white people get upset how she stood 10 toes down. You know,
Well, a lot of it's people, so-called activists or Black people in the community that we don't even know who the hell Callie Carney is. They don't. That's the sad part about it. Nobody know. They think that they just got this, this thing just appeared that you could have this, live this way. No, she kicked some doors down.
Yes,
People
she did.
could be in the room. You know what I mean? People don't even know that.
but that's the sad part. That's what makes
very
it feel
sad.
like a joke. You know what I mean? Like we don't even know this. And she's just one. I'm just saying. We had WCIC. All them black women that was in Oak Park at one time.
This boy, yeah.
You know, one thing about the black community, we gonna go there. You could just show up and just latch on. That's why, in a way, I am grateful that they're having these conversations around lineage, even though some of them get kind of toxic. I'd be like, okay, y'all going too damn far. But I feel like you just nowhere on the planet because you show up in somebody's community and they don't be like, now who are you? Or where you from? But we don't do that in the black world. That's why we're like so unprotected. We just let anybody in. You know, we can't even talk about if somebody, there was one time where we tried to do that, like where people talked about their concerns and then we tried to go talk to the brothers and all that kind of stuff. But that in itself was hard. You know what I'm saying? And so, because we somehow, we're in love with appearances. We are in love with like make-believe stories. We are in love with perception. But then when it comes down to where is this black community? I don't know. We think the black community is the African market, where everybody come and sell the same goddamn goods, like where there's 10 different vendors and they all selling the same stuff, right? But every time I go to the Asian shops, because I shop in their stores a lot, because they have good stuff like herbs and stuff, they also got enough stuff, a variety of stuff. You know, but we think that that's the black community. Nothing against the African market. I'm housed in there. I love the African market. But y'all, come on. Like, some of us think the African market is the majestic African store off of Arden. They used to be in Elk Grove. Well, that's where a lot of Africans go to buy their goods. They actually have a supermarket. A little pricey, but they sell stuff in there like fabric and food and canned goods and stuff that they people can use. Because they go to Nigeria and they bring the stuff back, right? I don't know where the black community is. Sometimes we think the black community, it only comes out during Juneteenth. And we're all in the park with Brother Gary Simon and his thing. We think the black community is not like a neighborhood where we all own property. You know, we don't have a black community. Like other groups have a community where all the Latinos live there and all the Hmong live there. But we don't have that as black folks. We are constantly, some people think when you go to public housing, that's the black community. I mean, it's so crazy. But yet we try to push it off like we're all together as a group. And that's a lie. It really is. And so I don't know. I now I understand how people fade into the sunset and be like, I'm done with these niggas. Like I really understand that. You know, when you're young and you meet older people, they lived through Malcolm X and all that stuff, and they felt like maybe they could have been a little.
Rihanna said LOL or the MLK march.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But I just feel like, I don't know if you remember this, we met so many people that was from that era, and sometimes they would be like, y'all young. They like will wave flag, you know, kind of like, you know, yeah, y'all just keep on, y'all young, you know. And now I'm like 53, and I'm like, is this what they were talking about? Is this what they were talking about? We have the same cast of characters we had in 1962. We had the same cast of characters we had in 1920. We have the same cast of characters we had in 1860. Like, it's always the revolutionary person, the pimp, the pastor, the righteous brother with a righteous hustle. It's like it's always
The intellectual.
the intellectual. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
with bourgeoisie, or you know, my people didn't come from slaves. I'm Native American. Like it's the same cast of characters, and we all end up in the same pot. It's just a little ridiculous. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's just a little ridiculous. And so I am feeling hopeful though that I do hope these Black conservatives push it enough where the intellectuals will maybe jump in the middle. I don't know, because I know that they're nervous. That's why they call people Uncle Toms, and I don't know how you could call a Black person a racist. Like, because you got an opinion.
Mariana got me weak
What's
tonight.
she
Y'all, I'm telling you, he said, my feet hurt. I'm tired of marching. Those are old tactics. I want to know what marching has gotten me. That would be my question.
You know where they got this? Down the street.
I'm about to say, yeah, he didn't do nothing to get you some exercise and wear your shoes out. But
I think we're in love with it. I think we like doing shit for symbolism.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Like this boycott. Hey, let me find this woman. The boycott. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Hey, look, I went shopping on that day. I'm Black, so I'm gonna do what I look. I don't go to liquor stores.
I went and got my coffee that morning, but I don't go to Starbucks. I go to A&P and make my muffin and my hot chocolate. But I did, because I feel like if you want to boycott something, let's boycott the death of the them not prosecuting people who kill their mates. It's other shit we could be protesting and not boycotting Target because they took out some Black products. I think that's crazy.
That you don't buy nowhere. You don't. I ain't been to Target in the
I can't tell you last time I've been to Target. I can't even tell you. But I just sold some shoes. That's yeah, exactly. But yeah, the boycott thing. I mean, I guess it's a cute gesture. I guess I don't even know I don't even know what the purpose of that was for February 28th. Why that day was so significant. And did they go back and shop on the first? Like, what the hell is one day of not shopping gonna do? I don't get the whole thing. I just think Black people are so divided, and we don't know what the hell to do. We jump on anything that they put on the internet. The internet got us even further behind because we believe whatever. Seriously, we believe whatever the hell.
You said further behind,
and we
the way
just jump on the bandwagon of whatever is popular in the algorithm.
That's true.
Like, we jump on it. We boycotting. We not wearing orange. We not wearing orange. We only eat. I remember they had that watermelon diet. People with diabetes and all kind of shit that was swallowed up because watermelon is water. You taking water pills, but you going on a watermelon diet. I can kill your goddamn self. What else was
I remember that.
Everybody went vegan and stopped eating meat, and then they was lacking protein and getting sick and shit, and the eyes turning yellow. Like, we jump on whatever bandwagon there is. The internet and the social media, all that shit gonna have us dead somewhere because we Black people follow whatever trend. Remember that crate challenge? You see more Black people than anybody doing that goddamn crate challenge.
And the ice challenge.
The ice challenge. They ain't even got no insurance. You gonna fall off that shit, break your hip bone or something. To the doctor. But we follow whatever trend comes out, and we get our leadership from social media. I didn't even know Al Sharpton was the one that organized that. This man been a fucking he been an activist since the 50s and 60s. The only thing he got was skinnier in the like, get the hell out of here. Like, I just pray for her. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Sometimes I watch a lot of bloggers and a lot of like news channels and stuff like that, but I can't remember the last time I've been to any local event with Black people, other than when you was running for school board and you was at McClatchy Park. I mean, that's the last thing I've been to. Yeah. I'm over it. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. A lot of the Black stuff y'all talking about, a lot of these Black places employ people that are not Black. I ain't gonna name out nobody. I'm gonna get it, but people have like a historical place, and then it's a gay boy sitting there greeting you. They ain't even Black. We got gay Black boys that can greet you. All this shit is just weird and confusing to me. I don't get it. I'm seriously. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't know. And one thing this time period in life right now is teaching me that everybody wants to be respected for their opinion, but they respect nobody else's. It's like, how dare you? How do you speak against Kamala? Or how can you? Then if you say I'm with this person, well, how could you like this person? It's like, you won't respect my opinion, but I'm not going to respect yours. I have the freedom of speech, but you don't have the freedom of speech. Unless you're saying the speech that I want you to say.
There you go.
Unless you're big up for somebody that I want you to, unless you're worshiping who I want you to worship. And I think that's just crazy. Like, there's no individuality anymore. Everybody just jump on the bandwagon. Like, I don't know where this baby hair shit came from. I wish that go away, but that's another trend. That they got baby hair that go down to their eyebrows. They got these eyelash. We jump on whatever trend is out. And meanwhile, there's real stuff going on in our communities. and we worried about boycotting Target. People ain't even got no goddamn groceries to eat. You know,
Well, I know houses.
rent going up. People, can't even afford to be nowhere, and y'all worried about boycotting Target and all the other stores that canceled the DEI hires or whatever y'all think they did. Was that the purpose of the board? What was the whole? I don't know what the purpose was.
I don't know, sis.
I was mad Tabitha Brown products. She wasn't even that mad, but her products were out of the stores. But how many people was really? I've never used any of her seasons or anything like that. So I'm glad she making money. But we bandwagoners. Like, we bandwagoners. We out, black people out here protesting about migrants or immigrants being sent back to their country. Boys, sit down somewhere. Hell is you protesting that? Like, we protest anything. We will lace up our boots and march for anything and everybody. Except for your own well-being. Belinda, how many people is crash dummies anyway? I'm being honest. A lot of these people, I'm trying to work on my potty mouth, are crash dummies. They was gonna crash out regardless. So it's way easier to pick up the flag for the immigrants and say keep them here than to pick up the flag for why there are absent fathers. It's easy to pick up the flag for why these young black boys are murdering black girls. It's easy to pick up why black women and children are homeless. There's a lot of shit we could pick up and protest on and have a voice on. Immigrants ain't none of your business. That's none of your business at all. We got enough shit in our communities to work on than to be worrying about who gets sent to where. Half y'all ain't even got no real idea and they can't even get on the plane nowhere. Y'all worried about some goddamn immigrants. Don't have a passport.
And what y'all leaving when you said if this man wanted you was gonna leave? When y'all leaving? Get to stepping.
Where they going?
Yeah, because you can't go in other countries and pull the stuff you pull here.
Only America. Say that part again.
You can't go in America and think you're gonna walk in the classroom and make your sexuality the center of the teaching. No
point. The sister from New York that went over to Pakistan wouldn't leave the place where they was at. Her ass went to Dubai. She facing 5 years.
Yeah,
smoking a cigarette in public and doing. She thought, but she was over here bullying people. Took her ass to Dubai.
They don't play over there.
They're not playing with you over there, girl.
Yeah.
They don't care about no mental health. Was she in Pakistan? Is that what she went to first?
Yeah, Pakistan.
They put her in a mental institution. She did, she did all kind of stuff and everything. They was really trying to be helpful to her because she had went viral. If we didn't know she was over there, they probably have her ass strung up somewhere, beat to death or something. But she went to Dubai and they were not having it. So now she's facing 5 years in prison.
Wow.
I bet she would have took her ass to New York. I bet you she wish she would have went home. I bet you, but stop jumping, stop doing too much. Stop trying to pull the shit you get away with over here, other places, because America's very lenient.
Yeah, well,
very, very
that's
lenient.
why we gotta have it cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't think people who've been eating high off the hog is gonna clean up their own kitchen. Just saying.
Before we get out of here, what you think about? I think it was in Alabama. Hold on, let me go to my thing. And they were saying that they're trying to give life to anybody that used the Glock switch, the guns. Hold on, I'll send it to you. Hold on, y'all. But
so who uses more Glocks?
A lot of people, yeah, I watch all them crime shows. Most people that are committing a lot of crimes that they get Alabama senator wants to give out life sentences for those who use Glock switches. So
here's the crazy part. There's gonna be some black intellectual gonna talk about how racist that law is and gonna defend criminals' right to use Glocks. That's how crazy.
And what is so crazy is they should tear their ass up when they do that. Because why would somebody have a Glock? You ain't the police. What about the family of the people who was murdered? Yeah. And I didn't take offense to it because my son ain't out here with no Glock switch shooting up shit. And I don't, so I didn't take offense to it. I really didn't. But there are those who support the criminal element, and they're going to be upset. Why does it say Glock? They didn't say black people. It said those using Glock switches. So y'all shouldn't, a hit dog a holler. That's the real thing. So when they start speaking that, those are probably the people who kids and relatives, nephews, brothers, ex-husbands, boyfriends, baby daddies. Those probably the ones out there with a Glock switch. I know people. I'm a part of a shooting group. And a lot of those men have guns and stuff like that, but those are responsible people. They ain't worried about the damn law. They ain't worried about it. Only the criminals and those who support them are worried about this law.
So last thing before we get out of here, I gotta ask you about this. Gotta ask you
Oh,
about that.
Lord.
So they were showing people at the Oscars. I don't watch the Oscars. I didn't
Yeah.
even know the Oscars
Never
happened,
cared
honestly.
either.
But they were showing Megan Thee Stallion dress, Khadijah, and I just was like,
I think that she had like her some green shit cut. There's somebody that like poison
yeah, but her, she had like a dot on her
titties. Yeah,
nipple.
I heard about that. I didn't see
I
it,
just
though.
like, then they showed her at something else she was at in Paris or something. It was just, and I always think, damn, like Megan Thee Stallion is probably really smart, but why do they always want to?
Slut looking.
Yes,
Trashy.
like why she can't be that polished without having to go that naked? I don't know. Now Lizzo look cute, though she lost all the weight, and I think she looks really well. But I think she should apologize to all the fat people and all the big people for having us believe that shit was healthy when she knew it wasn't healthy by playing her glass flute. I just feel like she needs to fucking apologize. Yeah.
I didn't see Megan Thee
She
Stallion.
looked
I
cute.
heard
She
about
looked
it.
pretty. I thought she looked nice, well put together. I'm glad she lost the weight. But it's like somebody shooting up a whole family of people and then in the end be like, and I repented now. Girl, no. You created this whole body image. You cried about being fat and nobody see you like Beyonce. And now you turned into Beyonce. And all I'm saying, you owe all the fat women, the women who came out here, like the big chick that won the car out to pick her up, and all you owe all of them an apology, Megan.
Not Megan. You mean
I'm sorry.
not Megan.
What's her name?
I forgot. I can't remember her.
Lizzo.
Yeah.
Yeah, she. I'm like now, but I don't know if she's gonna get as many gigs though, because I don't know if people want to see her like that. Because they used to see her being fat and stuff. I'm calling because I'm fat. So they used to her see, I could call it everyone, full figure, whatever is fat, y'all. She knew she wasn't healthy. She knew nobody wanted to see her in them leotards. What she do with all them fat suits that she got made for it to work? No, what is she? Because we lie to people. Like somebody saying crack is bad, and then you smoke crack, then you get off of crack, and then you won't go back and minister to people who still on crack. Well, we on crack because you guys on crack.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, Lizzo, because you some of the shit people was wearing because you said, hey, now people, see, y'all messed her up. Y'all went to the concert. Y'all didn't know she was abusing the fat dancers. Y'all didn't even know she was abusing them, calling them fat, making them lick stuff out for people and shit like that. See, that's why she had that lawsuit. They all came against it. Y'all don't want to believe that because y'all don't like it when black people do stuff that's not cool. You and act like, no, it's the white man. No, it's her. It's Lizzo. Now we're going to call it Skinzo. I don't know what we're going to call her. Because Lizzo is a fat dancer that wear leotards and gowns on the stage. We know we did. You're going to go from Beyonce to her. Y'all get the hell out of here.
Well, I think she's very talented.
I think she's
I'm
talented
not
too, but she owes
She good. I think she don't know nobody nothing. That's your dumb ass fault for listening to her. You see her, you knew your ass was big. You knew you was a 3X hitting on an extra large. She don't owe y'all nothing. That's y'all ass following her. She don't owe you nothing. Stop being so gullible. Stop following trends. No, my pick with you.
I'm just saying that she did all of that.
You said Megan was very naked.
I
mean, she has a song called What? Whatever the hell it's called. Like everything she put out is about sexuality and enticing and naked and how your knees, you got the good knees. I don't really know none of her songs, but I know something had to do with knees because it was the Megan, it was a knee challenge.
You said it got something to do with knees?
About how long you could squat or twerk or something to do with knees. So everything she put out, she's a college, you said I know she's educated, she's a college graduate.
But she was crying because, see, that's how she looked now. Now this suit right here, this one right here, people went out and tried to do this shit. But now she looked like this. What you gonna tell the one to look like
what
this?
She did was
here she
know
is.
how somebody...
She looks beautiful. I gotta give it to her. Let me show y'all. This is what she looked like at the Oscars. She looked nice.
You know how if somebody they was already wearing that gorilla shit. She just gave them the confidence. She Lizzo doing it and she's a star. So now I'm going to
really have one fat person at a time though.
And now, girl, never
tell me another fat person at the same time Lizzo was there. That was doing the same thing Lizzo was doing.
We got
Beyonce, we got Rihanna, we got Sexy Red.
It was already wearing that ridiculous shit on their body. Seriously. And then they saw her on a big stage and was like, see, I can do it. You know what I mean? You're not Lizzo, but I'm just saying that she just it was like confirmation. See, I told y'all I don't look
I
bad.
think she should
Tell
make a donation to women who are trying to lose weight.
You got to do
I think she should have a special slush fund for big girls that she influenced.
Yeah, okay, I'll take the
Yeah,
influence.
no, for real. Like, I don't care if it's
I'll
personal
take the
trainers, a personal cook, all the shit she had to lose weight. Yeah, I mean, I think she do. I think she needs to make that happen, and especially the women that she abused, the fat dancers in the
I
background.
think she owed them something.
I think she owe them some money too, and I hope they get it because I'm so sick of people. Like, she knew that shit wasn't healthy, and then got mad. I can't remember the comedian. Look at me. I think it was I
Corey.
No,
because he's always telling
Oh.
him or Aaron, whatever, Spears,
I
whatever.
think it was Aaron Spears.
It's one of them
Because
two.
he said she had a pretty face. He said, but the rest of that, I said,
Yeah, it's one of them two.
yeah, I think it was
Them
him.
two, they go in.
Yeah, they just, man, I look, Khadijah, I don't know, player.
I think she owe her dance or something. But to all the fat girls who brought in, who drank the Lizzo juice and went out there and put on shit that was too small, that's on y'all. But I'm understand what you're saying. But hey,
What's
because she went and got healthy, ain't nobody following her healthy. Where the girls at? Lizzo,
Well, I think she should become
yeah. So,
why she gonna drop that spokesperson for fat people stuff? She gonna drop that.
Mhm.
She be like, oh, I'm on the Beyonce train. I'm like, girl, you ain't got enough blonde wigs for that.
and you ain't got enough skin lightening.
Yeah, well, that may
But-
be the next, but she looks beautiful. I think
She looks.
I'm gonna
good.
give her she look good. I'm just saying she got
She
a.
look like her mom. You ever see her mom? She looks dead on her mom. Her mom is like that skinny. Like her mom ain't skinny, but you know she like her mom.
My thing, I hope she addressed the stuff that got her big in the first place.
I
We
hope she,
kinda
I
skip
hope
over
she
that.
address the people she abused. That's what I hope.
I
I
do
hope
too.
she say something or acknowledge that she hurt some people because you know people
So
thought it
I
was
think
something
something.
her.
So I had to
So I hope it
realize.
was, you know, they probably will go ahead.
Yeah, no, I had to realize that sometimes people have fan pages and it's not the celebrity.
Oh yeah, it just be their fans. Yeah, ain't got nothing to do with
Did
them.
you see what was on Erica Badu's fan page?
Which one? What? No.
It talks about they didn't know that Angie Stone was a predator. I was like, she just died.
Oh yeah, we ain't even bringing that up. Rest in peace.
Yeah, but my thing is
Erica
that
Badu,
it was a
her
fan page.
Okay.
Because I was like, I'm not not ignorant. It was a fan page. I think that you probably should have put that on there. I think that should have been discussion before she went out. But I think it was D'Angelo's 17 when he met her, and then but correction is that he had a child with her when he was 24, so he wasn't 17. But see how people just lie on him. The lady just died, y'all. Why would y'all bring that up?
But they didn't really like her when she was alive. Angie Stone was a chocolate, full figure black woman. She had it hard as shit. I've seen her unsung. I've seen a lot of stuff. They treated her like absolute shit. She was a rapper at first in a rap group back in the day. That she always sang hook, and they treated her like shit. So they couldn't wait to say something bad about this woman.
Yeah,
She ain't been gone a week.
I know that's Jack.
Damn near almost not barely 24 hours. And people just on her. Like that's just some people are just hateful.
See, those are people who
just
get
hateful. Some people are just hateful and super negative and just always got to put out something negative.
I said, that's our fan page. I had to go through. I said, oh, this is the fan page. This ain't Erica Badu. She ain't that crazy. But she just be talking about people when they dead. She too spiritual for that. Yeah, that's just it's like I didn't some stuff in it kind of make me move a little mic. You know, we've been going in on people.
Let me just say I ain't been going in on nobody.
I'm just picking with you. But I also want to say this, y'all. Don't be afraid. Like, embrace this change. I feel like this is what we know we need this. You know what I mean? And so just embrace it. Don't be afraid. Everything's happening for a reason. You know, so just that's the advice I've been giving to people. Like, just don't be afraid. You know, get your feet done or something, but just don't be scared, and it's okay. And just beware of just Negroes, because they will just have you following the devil underground and saying, "This don't."
And I would say, get to know stuff with your own understanding, not this shit everybody wants y'all to know.
Yeah,
research, study. Look for stuff, read, get your own understanding. Do not rely on these mouthpieces like D.L. Hughley. Because I'm so tired of him online. When you become, I thought you was a comedian, you become political. I don't even know how you became a comedian company, but you know, rely on your own understanding. Get your own understanding of what's happening in the world. You may agree with some stuff, you may not, and that's okay. But get your own understanding. Stop looking to celebrities and people who get paid to feed you information to keep you in the same position you in to control the way you feel, think, and comprehend things. Get your own understanding. None of these famous people are even in your tax bracket. They don't give a damn what's coming down the line. Whatever Trump put in place is not going to affect DIU. He's had money for a long time. Whatever he put in place is not going to attack the lifetime keep black people down advocate Al Sharpton. He is just a mouthpiece to keep us poor. He's not going to do anything for us. He hasn't done anything for us. If we don't get that by now, something wrong with you. You know, you still falling for the banana in the tailpipe. That's your fault. That's your fault. So get your understanding and stop looking to celebrities or famous people, singers, entertainers to give you the worldview. They're not even looking through the same lens as you.
That is so true.
You're
You're right, Sissy. Okay, so that was our little spiel. We came to you during the week. We're gonna try to get back on our square.
Yeah.
But just hang in there, family, and just pay attention. Last thing, I swear to God. Also, just there's gonna be a lot of changes. Invest in your children. Don't be scared. You know more than professionals.
That part.
They may have pieces of things your children need, but you know what your child needs, and don't be afraid. Do not. You want to invest in them right now, because when they turn into adults, they're going to be moving on what you invest, what you put into them, right? So don't let people scare you. What about poor people? Poor people be pouring. Okay, we gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. People say that's another tagline. They act like they care about you, but really they think about their own neck. They're not thinking about poor people. Otherwise, we wouldn't have all these homeless people around here while we out here funding the gay Sesame Street. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, why are we even doing that? Why are we paying for condoms in the Middle East?
I remember when it was some drag queens that were performing at a coffee shop downtown, and man here in the community that does a lot of community work, I guess, or he does a lot of stuff, was protesting about them being able to read books to children. But I haven't heard this man protest about why Black kids are not learning about their history, or why they're removing certain books from the English class and history class. Not a word on it.
This like those who got crazy.
Yeah, I don't want my son is 18. I don't want my nieces and nephews that are young to have a man with lipstick, a dress, a skirt on, reading Dr. Seuss to them. No. But I've never seen this person out doing anything, but they was like adamant that these people should be reading to children. But they're not upset about the curriculum that's not being taught, the books that they removed from the history class, not Black history specifically, but you know what I mean? Like, I think that's crazy. And that would just tell you how distorted our Black people minds have become, that we're defending this shit. Like, what? I don't know. It's just weird.
No, I feel like, I'm trying to be funny. That's why I'm happy that Donald Trump is in office. I need somebody to know that left is right, and left is left, and right is right. I need somebody to know that there's two genders. And respect that. And my thing, you could be whatever you want to be. Let me make this clear. That I ain't never been called a racist until I ran for office. Ain't that some shit all the way up to my community? However, you have to respect people's views. If you want to be a lamppost, that's fine, but don't ask me to stand under you and act like you giving me light.
But that goes back to what I said when they say, I have the right to dress this way, and I have the right not to want to see. I have the right to not want to be involved. I have the right to say I disagree. Same way you have a right to put on eyelashes, fingernails, and high heels. I have the right to say that's not my norm, that's not my reality. And that, respect me and my pronouns, because I consider myself they. Respect the fact that I consider myself a Black woman, and leave me the hell alone. Leave me out of it.
But they can't.
They cannot. But that's the problem. And we pick up the cake like we supposed. Like, I see people really going to bed for stuff, and they're silent. And I'm gonna go back to the Black femicide, because my sister be telling me this stuff. You gotta stop watching that stuff. But I, because I be watching.
Out here.
We out here, and I'm just flabbergasted, because when I look at the clips of the women, they look like a lot of the women that I know, like a lot of their mannerisms, the type of men that they choose and use it. I see them every single day in life. And so, I got to talk about it. You know what I mean? There's so many children that mothers are gone. Like, that they will never
we don't
see
even
again.
give
We
a
don't
damn,
even,
though.
yeah, but we worried about a man being able to wear high heels and a skirt. Like, that is not our fight. That's not our
No,
fight.
it's
That's
not.
not our business. Like, that's crazy to me. That's
And
crazy
just
to me.
because you say that, let me just say this would crack me up with the bullshit.
And I'm not homophobic.
Yeah, but
Please don't say I am. Go ahead. But
what crack me up with it though is that that's my right to say that's not my business. I don't want nobody to hurt. I don't want nobody to be hurt.
mm-mm.
But you don't get to see. My thing is, y'all want to suit. Y'all want to suit. Y'all want to speed past black people when they struggle. Because y'all shouldn't even be in the same lane as black people fight for their rights. Is not the same thing.
I say it all the time.
It's not the same thing. I'm not sorry. It's true. It's not the same thing.
Mhm.
What you're doing is what you want to do in your own free right. You're still white at the end of the day. You still could be a white man and then go in and put your stockings on once you get it back. You can still skip past all of this. But your sexuality, I mean, hell, I'm a black woman that's heterosexual. My rights are always violated.
That part.
With my fingernails on and my makeup or whatever I got, I'm still being treated like trash out here.
Mm-hmm.
Still first one higher, last one higher, first one fired. Want to check on everything you do. You can't even have an opinion. You can't even say, no, I don't want to do that. Black people have the right to say no. Black people have the right to have standards. Black people have the right to say, I'm not doing this. That's not right. That's what you tell me.
That's our right, but they think so little of us that we shouldn't have. They don't think we have to pay. They don't think we have a culture. They don't think we have standards and dignity and pride. They think the culture that we have is the shit the Megan Stallion just talking about with the titties out there.
That's the only way they see us.
That's it.
The only way they see us.
Or criminals.
Ooh, that just pissed me off. I'm sorry.
Michelle Neal said, for real, not in the same lane.
Not for real. And stop being so afraid. But we got Negroes here in Sacramento. They so afraid. They value the gay agenda more, and they value immigrants more than they do black people.
And criminals.
And criminals, of course. Because half of them are criminals.
That shit in there.
But they value them so much more. They act like black people don't have the right to say that I don't want to do that.
Go along so you can get along. That's what they want black people to do.
Y'all would have been the people in the attic and in the basement if we was in slavery. Because even in slavery, we all wasn't in the same boat. That's the lie. Some people was fine with the scraps off the table.
What's up, Faye? Yeah, it just, I don't know.
We're just not the same lane. I think we just have to say that. It don't mean you're homophobic. It don't mean none of that. Like, hell, I feel like if you want to be gay, great. Won't y'all all get together and get y'all stuff right? Why you got to come over here and convince me? I got my own shit. For real. That shit pisses me off.
I'm not
we got our own stuff
that is
going
so
on.
true because
damn,
when they talk about black people, because okay, nobody has to know what you're doing in your bedroom, but I cannot hide that I'm black. Nobody looks at me like, hey, I wonder if she's black.
I've been misgendered. Well, shit, what you think black people been going through? You've been misgendered. You breathing, ain't you? Ain't nobody tied no rope around your neck and drug your ass down the street. I've been misgendered.
Only two genders. Yeah, it is that.
It's crazy as hell. But my thing is, and see, I don't get mad at Donald Trump, but at least he was man enough to say it. I don't give a damn if he do grab him by the pussy. He ain't grabbing my pussy. People crack me up with that though, for real. It's like y'all mad. He's a felon. Half of y'all screw felons every night. Half of y'all felons is running your bank account right now.
Said, keep it in the closet. That's my thing. Do what you do. I don't want to know about it. I don't even want to hear two straight people talk about how they got down and he cracked my back. And I don't want to hear it from y'all. So I for sure don't want to hear about what some, I don't want to hear it. It's called privacy for a reason. Right. It's private. That's your private business. It should not be public for all of us to know. Keep your shit, like she said, in the closet in your house. Keep it in your house.
I want to hear about them being profiled, followed around the store. I want to hear about them not walking into a business to get a job and everybody in there white and you not know if they're going to hire you, even though they're going to give you a damn interview, right? I mean, tell me about how you in the same boat as me. Tell me about all the practices they put in place to keep you behind. Redlining. Tell me. Have y'all been redlining?
Tell me where the camp of enslaved transgender and homosexual people are, or the gay people. Show me where they enslaved at. Where they being held.
Show me their devil's punch bowl.
Yep.
Like, come on. Like, stop it.
Jill said just nasty.
It's just so annoying. It's just kind of like, y'all, come on. And now we got Negroes in politics acting like They fighting, they caping hard for everybody. They get the black folks. I'm not gonna do it. Only benefit black people. No. Absolutely, I will not do that. I did it. And then you Negroes be like, well, it'd be better than Trump. Trump doing a better job in his first 30 days than most of you niggas been doing your whole life at your job. 30 days. And y'all mad because y'all ain't in his camp. Y'all forgot to switch sides. I'm glad you didn't. So now we can see how y'all busted. Don't even make no sense. This don't make no sense. We still fighting in 2025 for basic stuff.
Mm-hmm. Remember, they just passed a law, last year for last, so we can go to work and wear our natural hair. How they gotta pass a law for me to wear what come out my damn scalp? Like, that's crazy, but that's the world we live in.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
That's the world.
Come on now. Like, I'm just saying.
Trump wasn't tripping because he wear a perm anyway, so he was down with it. I ain't never seen it with that. Anyway, y'all, it's 9 something.
We jumped off it. But I think we need to look at that. I think we need. It's not the oppression Olympics. It's this really happened. I really lived this life. You know, we have to live with the criminals in our own goddamn culture.
That part.
We got to live with our own vultures in our own culture. We see people protect predators and don't protect victims.
Mm-mm.
You can't. Black girls are always under attack at school. She can't have an opinion. But as soon as little Susie do it, she's outspoken. When she do it, she's aggressive. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even wear your own damn hair. Here, everybody, Mexican, everybody's coming with baby hair. Y'all know y'all don't wear baby hair. We can't even have goddamn baby hair. We invented that shit with some grease
and
water.
And soap and water.
Yeah.
For the bubble. I just had a flashback.
Oh, I'm gonna say we just can't have nothing. And I swear to God, like
they want everything but our blues.
Yeah, Lord.
They want our dance steps. They want our hair. They want our
slang about you but you.
They don't. Yeah. This is crazy.
Everything about you but you. I heard that song brothers sing every year, Mom. I said that is the God honest truth. Mm-hmm. They love everything about you but you. And I also think, no disrespect, I have lots of friends that are gay and lesbian and all that stuff. You know, a lot of black ones, to be honest with you. And I'll tell you one thing. I think when white people do it, it's their way of getting out of being white.
They don't identify as white anymore.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'll be like, dude, you're still white. You still gonna be like, God damn it, cops. Why are you pulling me up? You're still gonna go into Tabitha and Michael and Heather and Karen. You're still going to do that.
You're still gonna be Ashley.
Yeah, like, come on. You still gonna pull that white card out. One of my really good friends, white lesbian woman, one time we went to go rent a car. This is the honestly after we birth worked at this old agency. I got there, the car was broke. I don't know what was going on with the car. It was not charged. She come down there, wanted to the white woman fit. Oh my God, this car works. The man rented us the car and told her that she could just charge it on Monday, maybe to charge it and some other bullshit. I looked at her for her white lesbian self and was like, my black straight woman self was in here, and they looked at me like, "Heaven, we ain't renting you shit." She came in and she went into it. That's my girl, love her dearly. And the man was like, "We'll just go ahead." So tell me how we in the same boat again? Tell me how we in the same boat again. I'm supposed to act like that experience didn't happen, like she still didn't come in and turned into super white woman and got that damn car and got me to rent a car.
Super white woman.
Because that's what she did. And I was sitting there in amazement because I could never do no shit. You get your big black ass out here. I'm not renting you shit.
You want to never rent her again. You would have went on.
And
you had your car that had to be charged up by the sun.
Yeah. I had a solo part in my car before.
I remember.
I did.
We had to push out the garage and so the sun could hit it. And
then I had to be home before the sun went down because my stuff was stuck up.
I don't know why that's
happened. You remember that? Yeah, I'm telling you, this is real stories, y'all. This is real stories. And so I don't think in the DEI they were talking about that. Because here's the cracking black when we try to defend the DEI bullshit. You know what cracking up with that? Is that's the same thing with affirmative action. Why are we still coming up with stuff that's gonna help black people? It's not even over how long. Why are we still coming up with stuff to help black people? Why? We don't have black mayors, we even had a so-called black president, we done had all kinds of stuff. What's the problem?
We can't go on this late no more because I'm getting goofy because it's getting late. But
What's the problem though? What's the problem, Khadijah? What else they gotta come up with? You know what I'm saying? They don't want you or build your own.
That
Which one are we doing? Y'all fight for
or
DEI like
perish, or just perish.
yeah. My thing is we fight for DEI like it's water, like it's air. Like, dude, we're 3%, Khadijah. That's like me fighting over 3 pennies out of $1.
Mhm.
And then I'm getting beat up on top of it, and I can't do nothing with 3 cents. Like,
Right.
what?
Damn thing. Mhm.
God, you just can't make this stuff. You can't make it up, Khadijah.
No,
You can't make it up. And they're hoping to God, y'all, that y'all don't consult your elders so they can tell you they lived experiences because they trying to erase it right now. They like slavery never existed,
Mhm.
Jim Crow never existed, the 60s, all this stuff we've been through, the crack era, like this stuff did not happen.
But you know, a lot of the black people are okay with that because they don't even want to hear about slavery. Let's make movie. I'm tired of hearing about slavery. That was so. I've heard people say that was so many years ago.
Yeah.
Why we keep making slave movies? Why we talking about slaves? Why we talking about our ancestors? I've heard black people say that, so they okay with not learning about slavery.
You ain't your ass, you sure ain't, because you a lazy son of a mother. You lazy. You surely is not your ass. You can't even pull your damn pants up. So you is not your ancestors. Absolutely not.
But I'm saying when you said they trying to erase,
and we're gonna help them do it.
That's
we're gonna help them do it.
Right.
And then when we go, when you go out for the count, then you gonna have like.
But then when they bring back lynching niggas, when they got a nigga up on the tree, y'all gonna want to remember that history. See, we know our history. We know what these people have done, can do, and will do. So, but when you don't know your history and you know, when they start the nooses around the trees and shit, I don't want to hear nothing about law because you didn't want to know your history. Remember?
It's not important to you.
It wasn't important. Tamara says, I think we can agree that people ought to go along to simply get along. People are so focused on building brands and little to no focus in building effective bonds to change the things that's important in our communities. I agree, Tamara.
I agree too.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I agree too. I totally agree. I just
people are more worried about individual gain, and not even individual like my family. Like some people some people want to be the only nigga in the office. Not trying to be funny. They're doing construction in the neighborhood where we live, right? Seeing a brother out there. I said, good to see a brother out here. He was so pumped. All right, sister, I was pumped. But everybody's one Mexican is 10 Mexicans. If it's one white guy, it's 10 white guys.
Yep.
You know, if it's a Russian out there, it's 10 Russians on him. But it was just good to see a black person out there. You know what I mean? And it was this young boy out there today with him too. Mm-hmm. But some black people are really caught up in being the only black person in the position, or the only black person in the office, or the only black person, or the first. And they that's why they can't do stuff that's important for our community. Some of them because they like being the only person. What you gonna say?
No, I was say I'm the first ambassador. I'm the only black person in my department. Mm-hmm. Well, good, nigga. That's good for you. They got a colored person. My thing is, I see one agent is 10 more coming in next week.
I want to know how many times y'all walk in a Mexican restaurant and seen black or non-Hispanic workers. How many times
I had to stop ordering my lunches for my kids from a certain chicken place. The one of my girls wanted to apply for the job, and they said they had no openings. Everybody in there was Mexican. I said, I'm not buying it.
That's the point I'm making. But you could walk into a back establishment. I bet you they got a white lady or a Latino or an Asian behind that counter. Anyway, y'all, we gonna wrap it up.
We gonna wrap it on up.
We can be here all night, y'all. With us on this late night. We'll try to get back in on our usual schedule of Sunday evenings. We might just name it the show Sitting with the Sisters and take Sunday off so we can go live whenever we want to.
Yeah, we probably should do that.
Yeah, we should just be sitting with the sisters. I'm sure James said never. Yeah, I'm telling you, like it's
I'll never order.
You go into a store, the Punjabi Mart, the little corner store that's all and nobody. We don't do it. We don't, but we'll hire everybody so that we can look like we're inclusive and we're not discriminating against nobody.
We don't want to be appearing. The scariest thing for black people is to call somebody a racist. And you don't have more racist stuff done to you.
That part.
You know, not just by so-called white people.
Mhm.
All the other people come up been racist to black people. They were the reinforcements for this thing, y'all.
And y'all pray for me for tomorrow, because you know I gotta go do this thing at the school board. Y'all, my son's school, the principal asked me to come to the school board meeting and lead the pledge of. I have not done the pledge of allegiance since I was 16 years old. You know, she wanted to, so I'm gonna go. I'll probably make my own words up because y'all, I'm crazy like that. But y'all just, Lord, last time I was in this building, I was cutting these people out. My son was being bullied by. Remember, he was in elementary school, and I had to go up and y'all just pray for me. Just pray for me.
She gonna do good, sissy.
I'm gonna make up my own words. I already been working on it.
Oh, say, I think we should get the original song and just read the lyrics. You know, the original song was about how they was gonna beat our asses when they won and all that shit.
I pledge allegiance to the flag. That's what I'm. That's what I'm leading tomorrow. I'm so
Of the United States of America and
United
to the
States.
republic,
That's what I'm gonna make
and
my own
to the
words up.
republic for which it stands, one nation, even though we had slavery, red line and under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for some.
That part.
All right, y'all. Good night, family.
We holler, y'all.